Doorbell rings, he drops a bag outside. When we read the fucking mail, it's a hell of a ride. One from a buddy, two for the show. 3 orange slices and away we go. Listen to mail. Oh, listen to mail. Gilbert and Frank's very amazing colossal mailbag. Colossal mailbag. Colossal mailbag. Mailbag.
Hi, this is Gilbert Gottfried, and I'm here with my co-host Frank Santopadre and the late Raybone. And this is Gilbert and Frank's amazing colossal obsession.
Yeah, you weren't wrong. I will be deaf by the time that we finish this.
Yes.
wrap this show. How are you, Paulie?
Not too bad for a guy being dead. I'm doing okay.
Yeah, talk to us.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's cold on the other side here. Cold.
We're back at Earwolf with Verderosa. We were off for the 4th of July. Dara's away. The 4 of us,
That gives us free reign, pretty
with
much.
no lives, are sitting here at Earwolf doing mini episodes.
And did we ever even try to ask Rip Torn to be on the show?
I don't think we did.
No,
I think when you were a chiller with Rip, he wasn't in great shape.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't want to pursue it. But what a legend.
Yes.
Yes. R.I.P. the great Rip Torn. And as long as you're bringing it up, get well John Davidson. Our friend John Davidson is having gallbladder surgery.
Ah!
So get well. He had to cancel some dates.
Get well, John.
We love you, JD. So,
yeah.
And we're going to do some gifts because these have been sitting in my office for months. And I've been silently resenting Gilbert.
Yeah.
Because most of them are for him.
You don't
Yes,
know
of
that
course.
Christmas fruitcake still isn't in there.
We had dinner with Gino the other night. Shall we tell the fans that we went to see, we had an excursion? We had a boys' night out?
We saw the other famous Gilbert.
Yes. Gilbert, Gino, and I went to see Gilbert O'Sullivan, who had not played New York in 43 years.
Claire, the moment I'm with you, I swear.
Close. Gilbert showed up without a ticket at a sold-out show, and just through the power of his celebrity, he got a free seat.
Well,
See?
powerful thing.
And he had a better seat than I did, and I bought my tickets 3 months ago. So Gino hates Gilbert because he gets gifts from fans. I also hate Gilbert for the same reason. But we're actually going to open up some of these. This is from our friend Chris DeRose out in L.A. You remember Chris, the tour guide?
Yes.
Who was here and helps us with research on the show?
Uh-oh.
Look at this cool stuff that he sent us. This is Mel Blanc's personal stationery.
Wow.
Look at that.
It's Bugs Bunny.
It's a
on
Bugs
it.
Bunny. Can you
What's
see
up,
that,
Doc?
Paul?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
And this one, from the desk of Melvin J. Blank.
Oh,
Chris, we don't even know how you came by these, but thank you for sending.
we don't know how you came on these.
And Mel Blanc's business card
Oh.
in a plastic, look at that, in a little plastic shield. Cool stuff, Chris.
That's really nice.
Yeah, I'm not letting you have those.
Oh, okay. Cheers.
I'll split them with you. This came from a gentleman named Dave W. Stevenson. These are also cool. These are drawings. Paul, see if you can get a look at these.
Mm-hmm.
These are drawings. Of course, we're in a visual medium. I'm going to take pictures of these. These are drawings by the great Al Kilgore, the famous cartoonist. Burns and Schreiber. These are from the 60s. Isn't that cool?
Jeez.
Totally cool.
Look at this. This is Al Kilgore draws Henry Winkler.
Oh, wow.
We lost Al a bunch of years ago, and these are
I thought you were going to say we lost Henry.
no, we didn't lose Henry.
Yeah.
We lost Al, but I don't know again where he came by this stuff. This is Uncle Milty. These are pencil drawings. Burl is Gilbert's. Henry Winkler belongs to Frank. This is up to you guys to fight over or not. Al Kilgore sketches. We don't know. Apparently, he was Al Kilgore was one of the founders of the Sons of the Desert.
Yeah.
The Laurel and Hardy fan group. So I don't know how he knew Al or found these things or got his hands on these, but these are great little.
I just want to announce a proud moment. Gilbert just voluntarily realized.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
that I
mic
wasn't
wasn't near his
talking
mouth.
into the mic.
And I didn't have to do he just did it. He
He's a
pulled it
pro.
over.
He's a pro's pro.
It's only been a few
Pulled them
years.
First time in the whole time I've been doing
I'm
these
no
shows.
longer needed here. My
Okay.
work is done.
There's a couple of other things here. These are shirts.
Were you needed at one point?
These are from Ned Hastings, our friend at the Cartoon Network. We brought out some stuff that he sent last time, him and Casper Kelly. But there's more. These are shirts.
Oh, nice.
For you, Gil, you love a free T-shirt.
Oh.
There's a large here. Paul,
Free
there's one,
anything.
There's one for you. If that doesn't fit, I got a smaller one.
All right.
If there's a size ridiculous, I'll take it.
Okay, there's one for Frankie. There's one, I think this
Is
one's
there
yours, Gil.
a medium
This
or
one's
something?
yours, Gil, the small
this
one.
is mine. Okay.
Okay. And there's nesting dolls. Frank, these are yours.
Wow, what are they?
Nesting dolls from this new show that they're doing.
That's my neighbor.
The pretty face thing.
Your pretty face is going to
the
hell.
pretty face is going to hell. So
And what do these things do?
these are. You know what nesting dolls are?
No.
You open them up
And there's a bunch
smaller-
of others in
smaller
there.
That
dolls
is hilarious.
inside. Yeah.
They
Nice.
used to have those Chinese ones.
I'll have to post a picture of
And the Brooklyn Museum used to sell those.
Here's a joke book that was sent to us by Michael Garner, who was a cartoonist. He sent me one. I'm giving you one. Thank you for that, Michael. A lot of fun. Cartoons, original cartoons. What else? Take that before somebody grabs it. I'm off, Mike. Hang on. Let's see. Oh, Gilbert's going to love this. Hey, Gil, this is also from our pal Ned Hastings at the Cartoon Network. Look at that. They sent tell the listeners what it is.
The Wolfman.
Yes.
Face of the Screaming Werewolf.
Isn't that cool?
Jeez. So it's not actually.
It's a werewolf toy.
Yes.
It's a werewolf action figure.
Wow, I like that. Oh, Gilbert, I thought you might get a kick out of this Wolfman action figure. It's by a company called Lego or...
Easy for you to say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ned, you're too generous. There's more stuff in my bag that I'll go through afterward. But they sent shirts. They sent Adult Swim DVDs. They sent nesting dolls.
Adult DVDs?
There's all kinds of stuff. No adult DVDs. This is from Josh Chambers, and this is cool, too. This could be a mini episode.
TV
turkeys.
TV turkeys.
They sent a book of the worst TV shows.
Let's see if Thick of the Night is in here. I bet you it will be.
He also sent, because we've talked about...
Oh, look, that's incredible.
There it is. Oh, right.
Jesus.
Don't tell John.
Yeah.
He also sent Josh Chambers 245s. Dickie Goodman, Energy Crisis.
Oh.
Remember we talked about Dickie
Yes.
Goodman and those novelty records?
Oh, my God. So he was...
has the originals.
I don't know him at all. What's the flip side?
What is the flip side?
How many did he make?
One is Convention 72 by the Delegates.
Oh.
That's the one we've talked about. And Ruthie's Theme by Dickie Goodman on Rainy Wednesday Records. I can't believe that he still has these. Josh, you're a man after my own heart.
Oh, see,
This is terrific. This is great. Great swag.
Let me see.
Is Thicker the Night in the TV Turkey book?
Yeah.
Let's see. You want me to look?
Oh, yes.
Okay. What, are you going to be disappointed if it's not in here?
No, I'll bet you it is.
Hello, Larry. Aloha Paradise. Life with Lucy. Turn On.
Oh, yeah.
Turn On turned 50 this year. 1969. Pink Lady and Jeff. Fridays. The Dumplings with James Coco. One in a Million. Me and the Chimp. The Gong Show. I don't think the Gong Show. Hogan's Heroes. Three's a Crowd. Thick of the Night.
Thick of the Night.
There it is. How did you know?
I just thought.
Let's see if you're mentioned in the write-up for Thick of the Night. My eyes are scanning. As Thick of the Night rumbled on toward its debut, a cast of repertory comedians was assembled, including popular stand-up Richard Belzer, former SNL regular Gilbert Gottfried, and Chloe Webb, the future star of Sid and Nancy. How about that?
Former SNL regular.
Yeah. Have you ever been called former SNL regular?
Oh,
There's 6 pages on Thick of the Night?
wow.
7 pages on Thick of the Night. Gilbert's in his glory. There's a whole Thick of the Night chapter. All right, you'll get that. We'll do a future mini episode out of it. I'm saving the best for last. This is from our friend Patrick Izzo. Do you want to open this one?
Oh, okay.
Because it's sealed. It's in wrapping paper, Charlie Brown wrapping
Lovely,
paper.
colorful wrapping paper.
Yes, Christmas Charlie Brown wrapping paper. I didn't want to rip it. I thought I'd give Gilbert the honors. So,
All right.
Gilbert is tearing the page.
yes, this is riveting radio, isn't it?
or TV for the blind.
Our hardcore listeners turned it off 20 minutes ago.
He has moved the book from his
What
right
did he
hand
send
to
us?
his left hand.
Disgusted as Clark Kent.
Disguised as Clark Kent. Gil, reading is fundamental.
Disgusted as
It's a
Clark
better
Kent
title.
is.
It's a better
It is a
title.
better
I
A
thought
much more interesting book.
a million ideas were coming in my head. Disguised as Clark Kent, Jews, comics, and the creation of the superhero.
Is that a man who knows you?
Oh, boy.
Patrick, and he's one of mine. Patrick Izzo.
Jeez.
Izzo. Patrick, thank you for that. Gilbert's very happy. I think he got a chubby.
Yes.
Okay, what else is in the magic bag?
You know, that book reminds me of a book that we meant to circle back and talk about in an episode and never did. Remember, we had somebody sent us a book full of all the things you used to be able to order in the comic books.
Oh, yes. I got in contact with that guy. He was somewhere in the Midwest and difficult to get an engineer
but
to.
even just going through that book would be fun.
We'll do it. We'll do it. Last but not least, Ron Friedman's Christmas Songs for Jews. I believe you requested one.
Oh, yes.
He sent me that. Paul, this is for you, also from our friend Ned Hastings at the Cartoon Network.
It's a big one.
Raybone, I've sent a book to you. I know you're a musical scholar, but thought you might enjoy getting some information about music as it appears in movies. A history of film music.
That sounds great.
Look at that from Ned.
That sounds great. Thanks.
Passing that across the table. Our friend Colin Woodward wrote a book about the Civil War. I'm also going to give this to Raybone, our resident historian, called
Hey.
Marching Masters. Look at that. How about
Here's
that?
a
It's good
piece
one.
of music.
Who is this one from? I mean,
Colin Woodward.
very
Here's
nice.
a piece of music that I once knew the name of. It's been in a million movies and TV commercials, and it's a chorus who sings it, and it's like goes singing like da 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 da.
Yeah, that's how do you say Carmina Burana? What's Excalibur? Right, it was an Excalibur.
Excalibur.
That's a famous opera piece.
Yeah, that's I would love
It's a
to know
great piece.
how many times they've used that.
Oh yeah.
Interesting. Okay, Gil. Last but not least,
Yes.
I've got your last gift. I hold in my hand the last envelope.
Hey-oh!
This you're going to love, and this came and it wasn't wrapped. It's Uncle Gilbert
Oh
Uncle
my
Gilbert.
as a
God!
model. Now, the hand fell off, so you're going to have to glue it back. The hand fell off in shipping, but I have the hand in the bag.
Wow!
Great. And that's from Fred DeCenzo, one of our loyal listeners. And you want to describe what that is?
It's the creature of the Black Lagoon.
And what did he put in the front?
And he put on a sign that says Uncle Gilbert
Right.
because in the creature showed up in a Munsters episode as Uncle Gilbert.
Isn't that a beautiful gift?
Yeah.
Because the gills.
I'll get the hand. He also sent us an orange wedge that fell off. I have to go through the bag, but there was an orange wedge attached to that, and the hand is somewhere in the bag.
Yeah.
But we'll glue it back together. Beautiful gift, huh?
Yeah.
So you made out very well.
Yes.
Frankie got
Gilbert.
a shirt and a nesting doll.
Frank's playing your chorus.
And I got disgusted. as
Disgusted
Clark.
by Clark Kent. Is that the piece of music in question?
What?
The part that just ended, actually.
That's so.
Sounds like the music from The Omen.
Probably
Yes.
was used in that too.
That's it. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun.
The two Daves who are looking on for the next mini episode, they got it. All right, so that's it for gifts. Thank you, and I'm glad it's all out of my office, quite frankly.
Yes.
So thank you, Ron Friedman, and everybody else that sent such wonderful gifts. Patrick Izzo, and our friend Ned Hastings, and
Actually, this book about movie music looks great.
everybody else,
Great.
and
History
Colin,
of film music.
and Dave Stevenson, and all of you guys, and Krista Rose, who care so much about this show that they actually spend money on postage and send you things that are going to end up in the bottom of your closet.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah. Let's do quickly. We did a Facebook Listener Society episode of questions, and I solicited some questions on Patreon because some of the people who support us on Patreon deserve to ask some questions. So I wrote some. Or I should say I printed some. Here we go. Andrew LaPasha. I love Gilbert's appearance on the Carson podcast. Is there anyone that Mark Malkoff has had on the show that you're jealous of?
I don't know.
How about Mel Brooks?
He had Mel
Had
Brooks.
Mel Brooks, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But we all know we could have Mel Brooks if you picked up the phone and called his
I
office.
wonder if Mel Brooks will be in the New York City area anytime soon.
There's a thought. He also had Paul Anka and Mac Davis, two other people we want to get on the show. Stephen Craigie or Craig. Here's a fun little trifle. I don't think you guys have ever done anything like this. Shtup, marry, or kill. Do you know that game?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Kathleen Freeman, Mary Wicks, and Margaret Dumont. You want to take that one?
Someone once did that with some actor.
Yeah.
Some handsome actor. I forget his name now.
Isn't it called Fuck, Marry, Kill? That's the name of the game. Yeah. He cleaned it up for us. Yeah. How do you want to arrange that? Which one? Kathleen Freeman
Mary Wicks.
and Margaret Dumont.
I can't get a clear one on Mary Wicks right
Oh,
now.
you don't know Mary Wicks? You know her. She's in White Christmas. She's the tall brunette, very severe. John Ciuntries. How about dropping through those horrible one-hit wonder top 40 songs like Playground in My Mind, Shut Up, You Face, Back When My Hair Was Short. We should do another one-hit wonders.
Oh, I love those.
Yo, we haven't. What'd you say?
Back when my hair
You know
was
that
short.
song?
No, I don't
Gun
know
Hill
it,
Road.
but I look forward to it.
Yes. David Levinson. Hey, I still think the old Cinemax special from the early 90s, Greetings from Gilbert,
Oh, geez.
is one of the funniest stand-up shows I've ever seen. Besides all the other great stuff, Gilbert does an impression of Jack Nicholson as Alice Cramden.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember the bit?
That was the bit I did, the Honeymooners, the motion picture.
With James Mason and Richard Burton
Yes.
as Norton. I remember it.
And it was, Jack Nicholson as Alice.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, whatever you do, don't favor us with any of it.
No.
Gino and I decided at dinner the other night that we could go on tour with Gilbert's act.
Yeah,
and
I
he
know.
could retire. Luke Simon, a lot of us listeners must be LA based, so how about a live pod in LA sometime, Frank? It sounds like you guys don't do air travel. Well, that's mostly me. Gilbert's on planes all the time. But we got to make this happen. By the way, my maternal grandfather died in a huge commercial plane crash in the 70s. Wow, you're really convincing me.
Well,
Which I'm
Megabus it is.
Yeah, which I'm sure Gilbert will think is very funny. How about a few bars of Song of the New Wine from Frankenstein Meets the Wolfman?
Ah, okay. Say no more. Dun, 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 dun. Torola, torole, torola, torole. For life is short, and death is long. Torola, torole. And now we dance so happily. May you live to eternity.
Oh, my God.
Tora, tora, torole.
I'm
We're
terrified.
going to have to make this a two-parter.
It may have to be.
And when he says, may you live to eternity, Lon Chaney Jr. jumps up and grabs him and goes, I don't want to live to eternity.
Very nicely done. Let's see. Karen Kinney. Can Gil and Frank suggest one little scene movie that everyone needs to see?
A little scene movie?
A little scene that not much, not popular. Little dash scene.
Oh,
Not commonly seen.
Little scene movie.
Yeah, well, you had a bunch of them on when we were doing those Thursday mini episodes.
Yeah.
Wasn't Billy Barty in a lot of little scenes?
Yeah, there you go.
Yes.
Mostly, taking Gilbert's parts.
Yeah.
What were some of those ones? There was that Edward G. Robinson movie you
Oh,
recommended.
there was one, I think it was called 3 Seconds.
Yeah, you like that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Best Boy, the documentary. You like that picture.
Oh yeah, Best
Yeah.
Boy.
Yeah.
Oh, and there was a movie. Oh God, let's see. There's that.
The Paul Raybone story.
The Paul Raybone. Yeah.
He loses a leg and comes back.
Yeah, there was that. The
Monty
Edward-
Stratton.
Edward G. Robinson.
You had a whole bunch on the show. We have to go back.
Oh, God,
Yeah.
yeah.
I will recommend a movie called Murder by Decree, which is a
Yes.
a Holmes picture from the 70s with Christopher Plummer as Sherlock Holmes and James Mason as Watson, an all-star cast.
And just recently on TV, they had 7% Solution.
Also
that's a
recommended
good one.
with our guest
You
Joel
about
Grey.
a month ago, you recommended that I watch Sullivan's Travels.
Oh yeah, how'd you like it?
I loved it.
Good.
I loved it. And so much of Brother Where Art Thou comes from
Yes.
the movie, as you had promised.
Was that I delivered with my
Absolutely
my
So
recommendation?
Put that on the list of little scenes.
I also recommend two little movies that came out maybe in the last 25 years called Five Corners. Do you know this picture with John Turturro and Jodie Foster, written by
Wow.
John Patrick Shanley
Yeah.
of
Holy
Moonstruck fame?
smokes.
If you can find it, and a movie called Men Don't Leave with Jessica Lange. Two movies I love that nobody can
Five
seem
Corners
to
was the-
find.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're obscure.
find 'em, yeah.
They're obscure. Let's see.
Oh, and then there's that movie we talked about a few times.
Which one?
The Little Fugitive.
Oh, The Little Fugitive. That's a great example. Sure. G. Ayers, G-I small E-R-S. Many years ago, I saw Gilbert do a bit about Ned Beatty on the set of Deliverance, asking everyone about a page missing from his script. Does this mean anything
Yeah,
to you?
that I did on the Comedy Awards, like when they offered Ned Beatty the part and he read the script. Did they leave out page 37? And like him going, excuse me, there's no page to this. There's a scene missing. Oh, nothing. Don't worry about it, Ned. Just sign here.
People who've seen Deliverance get the joke, right? Who are familiar with it. Well, from Trick, I never saw you do that bit. Only once?
Yeah.
Please have Gilbert do the bit. I've been talking about it for 20 years. He just did it. Trixie asks, what singers or songwriters would Frank and Gil like to have? You've already had so many great ones in Paul Williams, Jimmy Webb, Tommy James. Well, Paul Anka,
That would be a great one.
Mac Davis, and of course, the great white whale is Burt Bacharach.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
So we'll work on all of them. Adam Freed, other than Life Stinks, losing out to Dustin Hoffman for Dick Tracy. Hey, no shame in it, Gilbert. Does Gil recall any other? They're calling you Gil now.
Yeah.
They're very familiar. Does Gil recall any other parts he went up for and didn't get?
Oh, millions of them.
Any worth naming? Or a part in a film he thought he would be ideal for?
Oh, geez.
You just told us one of those. Somebody said, I'm going to call you, and there's a lock on it. You're all set.
Was that was Mumbles and Dick Tracy?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. Any parts that you see in movies and think,
Oh, I mean, I see every part.
yeah,
yeah. I
Harrison
could,
Ford and Air Force One? That
yeah,
should have been
yeah.
you.
I could see myself in the Leonardo DiCaprio part.
Lucifer Sam, you guys have talked many times about Gilbert's guest programmer appearance on AMC with Robert Osborne and the films he picked. Frank, if you were selected as the guest programmer, what 4 movies would you pick and why? Skidoo, perhaps, he asks. God, that's hard.
Yeah.
Being There, I'll just name 4 off the top of my head. Being There, Duck Soup, 2 others. Broadway Danny Rose,
Yeah.
and why not Sullivan's Travels?
Why not?
Yeah.
How about it?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, there's 4. That was fast. Kylie.
Yeah, because in Sullivan's Travels, the movie he wants to make is Oh Brother, Where Art
Brother
Thou?
Out There, right? Which the Coens then used as
Right.
as a launching pad. Let's see. Craig Walsh says, "I'd love to hear you guys each list a particular favorite episode." So you can get on this, Raybone, including Dara. Dara's not here; she's in the
Yeah.
Berkshires. We'll have to answer for her. A favorite episode?
Oh.
I think you like Charles Fox a lot.
I love Charles
You
Fox.
got to sing Zapped.
Yes. 2 songs from Zapped and Ready to Take a Chance Again. And Charles Fox all this time was saying, I'll only do it if Gilbert doesn't sing my song.
and we got him. Paul, why don't you take a shot? Favorite
It's-
episode?
It's hard to. Jimmy Webb would be on a very short.
Jimmy Webb.
short
Oh, he
list.
was
Maybe
great.
I'll go with Jimmy Webb.
Good
I think.
answer.
Yeah.
Frankie?
God, there's so many, but Tony Orlando was pretty
Wasn't
awesome.
that wonderful?
Great one.
Wasn't that wonderful?
A surprise one was Sonny Fox.
Really
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Really great. I'll pick an old one and a new one. New one, John Davidson,
Yes.
which I thought was a perfect episode
Yeah.
for us. It had everything. It had
Yeah.
Before my time was Bob Costas. That
Bob
was a
Costas was
classic.
great.
Yeah.
Bob Costas was
I was
great.
telling him a dirty, disgusting joke,
That was a great
and
one.
he fell down on all fours and crawled.
We have
around.
video of it.
You know
Yeah.
what my favorite 2 episodes were that we never got to run was, and then the other classic one was.
Oh, you did end up bleeping those out. Right.
Oh,
Because you
people
wanted to
were
start a
freaking out.
mystery on
Did
social
you see
media.
there's a whole thread.
Yes.
I was
yeah.
getting PMs asking about it.
Well, clever, very clever of you. I'll pick the new one, John Davidson. The old one I'll pick is Jessica Walter and Ron Liebman.
Oh, they were good.
Which was an absolute blast. But there's so Peter Riegert. There's so many. I love the Jimmy Webb episode.
You know,
There's so many I love.
You know who was great on the craft of acting was Bruce Dern.
I love the
Thought he
Bruce
was-
Dern
yeah.
episode.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
there's too many to pick. Gary Esposito, Frank S. Do you have any unproduced or rejected TV comedy scripts that can be acted out on a mini episode? Yes, and probably not. Pretty ambitious. Gilbert, Frank, and Paul. What are your 3 favorite albums of all time? Do you have 3 favorite
Ooh.
albums?
Well, I'm not a big music guy. I remember I did own Abbey Road
Mm-hmm.
and Let It Be.
Okay.
So I didn't have that many. Oh, you know an
Why don't you pick a
album?
comedy album.
Do you know, I don't think I ever had comedy albums.
Okay.
They always made me feel kind of depressed.
Okay.
comedy albums.
Okay.
But I did have the album Frank Fontaine, Songs I Sing on the Jackie Gleason Show.
That'll do.
Yeah. And that's why I got laid so much over there.
I don't know. I'll pick Goodbye Yellow Brick Road, Elton John, because it's the first album I ever bought.
Oh, okay.
Fleetwood Mac's Tusk, and a comedy album, Child of the 50s, Robert Klein.
I met what's-his-name recently, and of course didn't ask him to do the podcast.
Who?
What's his first name? Fagan.
Donald Fagen.
Donald Fagan.
Yes.
Donald Fagan.
Yes, I was in a store watching my wife try on clothes, and I get a text from Dara. Just a picture of Gilbert with. I sent you the picture.
Yeah.
Just a picture with Gilbert and Donald Fagen at a party. Both of them looking bored out of their minds. Did you ask him to do the show?
Of course not.
But now I've learned from past experiences. Now I have Dara do the work.
Yes.
So now Dara's working on Mrs. Fagan. So fingers crossed. Wouldn't Donald Fagen be a great
He'd
guest?
be a great guest.
Let's see what else I have here.
Can I throw up 3 favorites?
Please do.
I've been thinking about this while we've been talking. Meet the Beatles was the first one I
Can't
bought.
go wrong there.
There. And I would say, for Elton John, I would go with the country-ish one.
Tumbleweed Connection.
Tumbleweed Connection.
Great
and,
record.
and the third would be Anything by Miles Davis.
Very good.
None of you guys are going to go with Genesis, The Lamb Lies Down on Broadway? Come
Also
on.
great. Also great. An album I used to have. Mike Erickson. Okay, you'll love this question, Gilbert. Gilbert, Frank, Dara, and Raybone survive a plane crash on a snow-covered mountain. Who gets cooked and eaten first?
Could we just move? I got a bad feeling about this.
Well, Gilbert doesn't
got a
have any
really
meat on
bad
his bones. Paul's missing skin, legs, eyes, and everything else.
Paul's got no skin. He's not going to be not going to be very scrumptious.
You guys could probably survive a good 6 months off me.
William E. Lee follows that up by writing, "No problem. Gilbert's luggage would be full of stolen snacks from the hotel."
Oh, yes.
Barry Watkins would like to know, have any of the musicians on the show objected outright to Gilbert's sing-alongs of their songs, or have they all been willing victims?
Well, we know. I can think of one who was hesitant.
Well, Charles Fox was very hesitant.
Well,
It took him
Jimmy
2
Webb.
years.
Jimmy Webb, I didn't think was going to do MacArthur Park.
Oh,
really
that
He
was
did it.
amazing.
You won
yeah.
him over.
Yeah.
And
So
with
great.
Charles Fox, he fought it, and not only did he let me do the songs, but he played accompaniment
He
on
He did.
keyboard.
He was having at least as much fun as you were.
He
I
had a
think.
You remember
blast.
when Jimmy Webb came in and we were told he only had like 30 minutes.
Well, he'd been doing press all radio
Right.
all day. He was exhausted.
And then he stayed for, what, an hour and 40 minutes?
Yeah, we won him over. Yeah. I didn't think he was going to sing MacArthur Park either.
No,
It was
I
a song that's personal to him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't think Peter Asher was going to sing Lady Godiva
Yes.
with you. But he
Another.
And I remember what sticks with me with the Jimmy Webb episode is the secret meaning to someone left a cake out in the rain was that somebody left a cake out in the rain.
Yeah, but it was an ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
It was a personal song.
But there was he's in the park and someone was probably eating a piece of cake on a bench and they left it there and it was raining. And I thought all this time, what a beautiful symbolism.
What does it mean?
What does that mean? And it's like, yeah, that's it. That's it. It's a piece of cake in the rain.
He did a little bit of Wichita Lineman, which is him and the piano.
That was great.
And I like that better than the original song, and I wish he had done more.
It's great.
It was so good.
Just to be present for this stuff. You know, we take it for granted how many of these, we've had these people
it's
sitting here. We
great.
had Neil Sedaka
Great.
sitting here
Yeah.
playing, Love Will Keep Us Together and The Hungry Years. It's great.
I did one other
Show us a gift.
for my fourth of my top 3 picks. I had one other I just thought of. The James, you mentioned Peter Asher.
Yeah.
The James Taylor album, the first one on Apple.
Oh, God.
Spectacular.
What was the name of that album? James Taylor.
It was called James Taylor.
Was
Yeah.
that Sweet Baby James? Or?
No, it was
That's
before
the-
that.
that's the next
It was
one.
Before
Oh,
that, yeah.
I'm just looking forward to the next episode when Paul continues to offer up albums from this episode.
Well,
30 minutes from now.
if
You know
I
what
think
else
of
is
some
good?
more, what should I just not tell people?
Last 4 questions. Kylie, who are the boys' favorite comedians that would not be household names, alive or deceased?
Oh,
Who do we know that we love that would not
Boy.
be?
Carrot Top.
boy.
Well, you like Dick Capri. Some of those
Yeah.
Catskills comics.
Oh,
from
yeah,
some of the Friars
yeah.
Clubs guys that we used to hang out with at the roasts. Certainly Dick Capri. I got a guy, Robert Schimmel,
Oh, that's right.
one of my favorite comics,
Yeah.
the late great Robert Schimmel, and I
Yeah.
worked with him on Caroline's Comedy Hour when you and I met for the first time.
He's one of those that somebody should do a documentary about.
A hilarious
Yeah,
guy,
yeah.
John Panette,
Oh,
another
my
really
God,
funny
yes,
guy.
Yes.
Yeah. Gilbert can't think of anyone but himself.
Yeah, exactly.
What about an old school guy?
Yeah. John Panette, you could see in that last
Seinfeld.
episode of Seinfeld. Yeah.
John Panette, one of the funniest people. The late
Who
John
was
Panette.
he in that final?
He was the chubby guy that they wind up making fun of,
Oh.
and they end up in the clink. 2 more. Did I lose my way here? Okay. Laura Pinto, our friend Laura. Hey, guys, most of all your episodes are hilarious, of course, and I was wondering whether there have been any instances where one or more of you went into such uncontrollable laughing fits that you had to stop tape, or at least Frank V had to do some heavy editing. Has that happened?
No, we never edit anything.
I have to go back to your kitchen when we did the Steve Cox episode, and you did that impromptu Jerry Lewis.
Oh, yes.
With
yes.
the coffee table. If you guys are on Stitcher and you have that episode, go back and listen. That was
Yeah.
maybe one of the 5 hardest times I've ever laughed in my life. I couldn't get air. That's a good one. Down to 2 more. Okay. Michelle Bentley, have you ever considered getting some of the former actors or actresses from the show Soap and devoting an episode to it? Funny timing. We just had one. We just had Ted Wass
Yes.
from Soap who played Danny. It was a great show and a springboard for so many talented people. Yes, look for that one. And there was one for you, Gilbert. Here it is, the last one. Pete Nelson. What is Gilbert's earliest memory of a Universal monster movie? Mine is Dracula.
Wow.
He was able to get beautiful women to walk around in skimpy nightgowns. My 5-year-old self could not figure out what exactly was so great about that, but I knew it was cool.
Yeah.
Do you have a memory? Wasn't The Indestructible Man the first movie?
Yeah,
the horror movie?
but that wasn't a Universal.
Right.
That was one of those real zero budget.
Yeah.
But The Indestructible Man, that was the first horror movie I remember watching. And it also had Joe Flynn.
Oh, Joe Flynn's in
as
it. Yes,
one of
that's
the
right.
mad scientists.
Yep.
And it had, what is that guy's name? Robert Shane?
The guy that played Inspector Henderson.
Yes.
Was that
He
a monogram picture?
It could have been.
It was a cheapie.
Monogram
Yeah.
would make those real.
Yeah.
Hey, look up Indestructible Man.
Well, we got to go, but next time for the next show. So you don't remember the first Universal one?
Not the first unit, because I didn't see them in order.
Okay. All right. We want to thank the Patreon people. These were great questions. Thank you, Patreon supporters.
Nice presents we got.
And thank you for supporting the show. And thanks to all the listeners who sent these wonderful. How cool is that Gilbert, that Gil man
Yes.
model that you have sitting there on the desk?
Make sure not to lose the hand.
I'll find you the hand.
And the orange.
Yes, the hand might be stuck in there somewhere. So thank you guys. Thank you for all the generous gifts. Thank you, Raybone. Thank you, Patreon. See you next week.
To know about Papillon Susu or Lon Chaney Jr. It's something we're used to. Colossal obsessions, these things that we've studied, like why Groucho helped Chico, 'cause he needed the money. If you have a comment on Cesar Romero and those oranges thrown by those young caballeros, you can ask what you want, anything on our bids, but please keep it short, just like heavy finishes. Listen up, man. Listen up, man. Yeah, we'll answer your questions, and that is a promise. Even the ones about Danny Thomas. Listen up.